Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. Whether you're joining us in person or joining us online, your presence is invaluable today. Our team and some incredible clients, our dedicated beta testers, our reliable vendors, and members of the media. We have bloggers, podcasters. Everyone's come together because we're on the cusp of something transformative. Something that has the power to add rocket fuel to campaigns. At Purely, we specialize in peer-to-peer texting at a massive scale. If you're in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, come by the office. If you're in the Southeast, visit us in Huntsville for a sweet tea, roll tide. Roll tide! We're not a political firm, we're a tech firm, that's it. We're very happy to just be a high-tech firm that focuses on communication technology, and we leave the politics to our clients. We find the political industry professionals that we work with are some of the hardest working people in the country. They're not given enough credit. But when it comes down to it, they give voters choices, and by doing so, they ensure democracy works. What interests us here at Purely in politics is the unique challenges political campaigns have when it comes to communicating with such a massive amount of people at scale, presenting a direct message to. We like to be challenged here at Purely. So what better way to be challenged than using AI to solve big issues? Today, we are talking about ethical AI. We say ethical AI because ethics is not just a buzzword for us. It is the foundation of our philosophy. It is deeply embedded in our software. And we believe that if a product impacts countless lives daily, it must adhere to our standards, and we strongly believe that boundaries must be in place when working with technology as powerful as AI. Today, we are about to initiate a transformation in campaigning. It's still the early days. However, when you compare what we have built to other AI tools, to other political communication AI tools, or for texting globally, I hope you'll recognize our unique approach here. We live in a world that is increasingly connected. Every text campaign that is sent out, every message, it matters. It creates ripples. At Purely, we've always recognized that, but the true challenge lies in how we manage the enormous scale and response. So today, we're about to set forth a series of events that I believe, and I hope you will too, will be the catalyst to solve the issue of campaigning at scale and bringing grassroots back to campaigns. Look around. You don't have to look far. Almost every company is slapping AI buzzwords onto their software. It's the new trend. But at Purely, we didn't just jump on a bandwagon. While others in our industry are integrating AI for the sake of trendiness with applications as simple as aiding with writer's block, creating 160-character text, which is silly. Just open up ChatGPT on your computer and do it. It's ridiculous. We recognized a much bigger opportunity here. An opportunity that can actually help our clients achieve greater things, reach more people, raise more money, and connect on a deeper level to voters. And we took the approach that if we were going to use AI, which is a massive technology, we were going to use it to solve a massive problem, and our innovation aims to assist countless people in facilitating voters in accessing information from trusted sources directly from the campaign. We don't take this responsibility lightly. Both large and small campaigns will benefit here. We're going to liberate a significant amount of volunteer resources. This tool will revolutionize campaigning. Peer-to-peer texting, I argue, is one of the most potent tools in politics. Imagine the ability to contact over 1 million people in a day and engage in two-way conversations, collect significant data, and fundraise in real time, and tap into an engaged mobile audience of 300 million people. It's unparalleled. But here's the thing. It's also a serious responsibility. Over 50% of voters take the time to read your texts. That's higher engagement than any other form of communication. What if I told you 1/3 of Americans say their voting decision was impacted by campaign text messages, or 31% were influenced by information from P2P texts during elections. 26% were influenced to donate to the candidate or the party that sent them, and 67% felt campaigns helped keep them informed with important resources. And 50% of recipients, 50%, 1 out of 2, they read majority of all the messages they got from campaigns. Every text lands in the hands of a real person who is ready and willing to engage with you in a two-way dialogue. And yet many of these conversations do not happen or replies go unanswered because campaigns lack the resources. We know the way campaigns are. This leads us to a fundamental challenge. Peer-to-peer texting demands substantial human resources, substantial human effort. Consequently, the full capacity of P2P remains untapped. Consider this, 77% of campaigns lack the manpower to genuinely interact with a voter one-on-one. Imagine dispatching 1 million messages and receiving 20,000 responses. This creates an immediate bottleneck. Or say you send out 2 million messages for a fundraising campaign, and just 2% of voters reply. That's 40,000 voters. Could you imagine? That's a lot of people to get back to. Let's look at some of these replies in this 40,000 hypothetical responses. If a voter was being asked for a donation, for example, I can't today, maybe next week, thanks. I love your candidate. It's my first time voting. Where can I donate? Can you ask me next month? I'm undecided right now. What's your policy on education? I'm not supporting. Handling and sorting and efficiently responding to these messages isn't just a task. It's a monumental challenge. It struck us that there had to be a better way, and we had to do something. We identified this challenge as the primary issue to tackle, and in 2022, we began to address the issue. Using AI seemed like a logical step. We were wary. We thought about how many people would be required to quickly reply to 40,000 voters, and we came up with the number 1,000. That's 1,000 volunteers replying and fostering a conversation with 40 people each in a meaningful way. Just try to carry on 40 conversations at once on your cell phone. See how long that takes. It takes time. This is where AI could help, though. But blindly trusting AI is fraught with ethical issues, dilemmas, trust issues. We needed a solution that was going to be intelligently controlled. It had to be smart. It had to be able to sort and categorize messages without overstepping boundaries. And we don't trust AI, and we still don't. We were cautious, we were wary of AI, especially generative AI. Imagine generative AI speaking on behalf of a candidate without oversight. There were a lot of issues that needed to be solved. We needed the capability to categorize and sort replies in real time. It was essential to tag messages with fitting responses without letting AI overstep. We needed AI to employ common sense, and we had to opt out individuals who replied negatively, automatically. It was crucial to scrutinize each message for significant hints and data that would benefit future dialogues. We solved these issues. We solved each and every one. I'm happy to announce we're going to put 1,000 volunteers in your pocket.
Text messages are the single most powerful tool in your campaign's toolbox. They can facilitate meaningful two-way conversations directly with the voter. But without an army of volunteers driving these conversations, text messages become static. Just more noise. Millions of valuable data points are being lost when campaigns fail to reply to a voter's message. This stops now. Imagine having the power of 1,000 volunteers in your pocket, sorting inbound messages, choosing responses, and labeling these messages in real time. This represents a monumental leap forward in political campaigning. Remember, AI only works if it works for you. Amplify your message, amplify your outreach. Meet AMP AI.
I would like to introduce the groundbreaking AI that distinguishes between positive and negative responses and crafts appropriate answers to inquiries and categorizes replies for effortless real-time segmentation. With AMP, you have the power of 1,000 volunteers right in your pocket. AMP is not a chat box. It is a culmination of our vision, our execution, embedded with our interpretive deep root analytic machine learning. AMP AI delves deep into a conversation, deciphering the nuances that would typically go unnoticed. It will gather all of those data points and read between the lines and interpret the little things that could be implied but not directly stated. So let's look at AMP in action. The campaign asks, can we count on your support? The voter replies, yes. The campaign spoke at my school. It was great. It's my first year voting. How can I get more involved? Well, now AMP will go and it will choose a correct answer and queue it up for a quick reply. Let's look at a reply from AMP. That's great. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate your support. We would love for you to get more involved. Visit website and sign up. Thanks, Jason. Here's the information that AMP extracted from that short reply. Jason is a student 18 to 24 years old. He is a supporter. He is not likely to donate being a student, but he is a potential volunteer, as well as hundreds of other categories, depending on what AMP can learn from the conversation. It's designed to interact how we respond, how we engage with voters. And by doing the hard work for you, it also makes your data smarter. AMP is actively building your database in real time while replies are being sent. What can we do with this data? Well, you have the ability to just ask AMP to generate a list based on information it learns in databases for you from your past conversations. Just ask AMP to make a list of supporting students and young voters in Ohio. Ask AMP to make a list of people who are most likely to donate in October in Arizona. Make a list of people most likely to click on my links in the evening. As you can see, it's no longer just sending out a static text. AMP reshapes your communications ability in real time, elevating your campaign. We would only dream about this a few short years ago, but at the same time, it's only a small part of what AMP does. Let me explain to you how this works. We start with sentiment analysis, and we analyze the message for negative and positive attributes. If the message is clearly negative, it's automatically tagged with as much detail as AMP can interpret and will automatically opt out that voter from future messages. The rest of the messages are then analyzed and categorized depending on comments or questions. Since we do not trust AI to represent a campaign, we want all questions to be answered directly by the campaign. And we can accomplish this by using approved templates. We do this with a series of pre-approved templates that you can easily set up. AI will match your questions to the most appropriate template, and if a template doesn't exist, AMP will categorize those questions and offer suggestions, allowing your campaign to continue to build and add more templates. Pretty simple. Best part of the process is it gets smarter with every single message. As every time a question is answered and the campaign approves the reply, AMP gains more insight. Now the best part. Campaigns only have to approve and send the message that's sitting there served up on a platter for you. And it's done in one single interaction and takes less than a second. Now, instead of hundreds of volunteers replying to messages and fostering conversations, all you need is AMP and one volunteer. So we went over a lot here, and AMP is an extremely powerful tool, as you can see. It's developed exclusively for the political industry. Let me do a really quick recap for you. It sorts and manages replies, bringing the most important questions to the front of the reply queue. It chooses the best answer to reply with. It schedules follow-ups for you, and it places them into a reply queue. If somebody replies in a negative way, AMP knows to opt them out. It pulls valuable data from conversations, and it keeps your database updated with new information. And it can even create lists using data from past interactions. It's without a doubt the top AI tool in the world of politics. I challenge you, show me something. Show me something that will elevate over this at this point in time. It's a testament to our brilliant team. Many are here tonight. It's a testament to our team of brilliant engineers. A nod to Dan and Ryan. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Over the coming weeks and months, we're going to continue to roll out additional functionality. We're live now, though.
Yeah.
It's live. AMP is live in V1 beta. You can use it right now. At the end of this announcement, you can refresh your page and check all the cool things that AMP has to offer, or even schedule a demo with our team. And there was one more thing. It's 100% free for Purely customers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.